SeatGeek is the easiest way to find the best deals on tickets to pretty much any live event. Concerts, sports, theater, comedy, whatever you want. Download the SeatGeek app today and enter promo code SEATS to save $20 on your first purchase.
Okay, everybody, it's Therese Paylor, Chiefs beat writer with the Kansas City Star, and we got another edition here of Chiefs Game Plan. Got a big game on Saturday night at Arrowhead Stadium under the lights. The Chiefs at 7-6, facing on the Los Angeles Chargers at 7-6. And appropriately, we got a great episode for you. First interview is with our main man, Eric D. Williams from ESPN. He is the beat writer, NFL Nation beat writer for that company. He covers the Chargers, and he is outstanding. We have a lot of good football convos. Eric was good again. We talk about why Philip Rivers has been killing it, kind of the key to the Chargers defense, the super edge rush tandem they have, and ways to topple the Chargers as a whole. Then it's the A-Team Roundtable. Everybody's on board. It's Sam, Vahe, Blair, myself, and Dave Hewlett. We talk about a little bit of everything. We talk about this upcoming game. We actually preview it for once. Then we get into a whole bunch of things. Even Ghostbusters. There is Ghostbusters conversation at the end of this thing. And I kind of ran the gamut of my impressions, too. So let's just say there were multiple impressions given. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. Here's my interview with Eric Williams, who covers the Chargers for NFL Nation, Los Angeles. Here we go. Okay, I'm pleased to welcome one of our favorite podcasters here. This is one of the best beat writers in the country and somebody I enjoy talking football with. Is Eric Williams from ESPN. Eric, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man, and thanks for the kind words. I really appreciate that.
No, man, you're one of the best. I encourage all of my followers to follow Eric, stay on top of the Chargers, because I think at this point of the season, I think both our teams have records we maybe didn't expect last time we talked. 2-7-6.
Understatement there, man.
I know, man. 2-7-6 teams. From your point of view, I know you study this thing. You talk to people. How have the Chargers turned this thing around, man?
Yeah, it's been a couple different things. Obviously, I think it's the turnovers. Since week 5, I think they have a plus 14 turnover differential, and because the defense has been getting the football for the offense, I think it's just made it easier for the offense to score, and they're keeping people off the scoreboard. I think they're number 2 in scoring defense right now at 17.2 points per game. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And then obviously Rivers. Rivers is playing out of his mind right now. Last 4 games, 1,348 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. And so because he's doing a great job of not only making explosive plays but taking care of the football, they're able to play from ahead, which I think this team does a better job of than playing from behind and control the tempo of the game and those kind of things.
Okay, let's talk more about Rivers. What has led to his majestic run? The whole time I've covered him, he's kind of been a guy that you can get to throw some interceptions. But what's been happening in the last 4 weeks, man?
I think he's just being more decisive. And when he throws it, when he sees it, he's going for it. He's not, being hesitant in whether or not he's going to throw the football. So that's part of it. And then I think also Anthony Lynn just said, hey, why don't you go back to doing what you do best and not worry so much about establishing the run early. So what you're seeing is they're playing from a pass-first mindset. They're getting in 3 wides and getting to the matchups that they want to get to early, creating chunk plays and kind of putting defenses on their heels. And then when they get some scores, now they start handing the ball to Melvin and Austin and creating balance that way. So they're on attack mode. They're really trying to again, put defenses on their heels. Keenan Allen also, like Rivers, is playing at a very high level. They've gotten Hunter Henry more involved. So those are the 2 matchup guys that they're making defense try to figure out how they're going to defend. And then everybody kind of plays off of those 2 guys.
Are you finding that teams are actively trying to take away Keenan Allen? Because his numbers are crazy.
I would double him. I'm surprised they don't double him more. It's shocking to me when he gets single coverage. But they do a good job of moving around. He just doesn't line up on the perimeter. He's done a great job of lining up in slot. And for a big guy, and I think we've talked about this, his suddenness for a guy 6'2", 210 is unique. And he's also a guy that played running back in high school. So when he gets the ball, he knows what to do with it. He can set people up. He's elusive in the open field. And then I also think, coming off that ACL knee injury, usually it takes a little over a year to get back to who you were as an athlete. And so I think the second half of the season, you're seeing him be more explosive, more sudden, just looks more comfortable running with the football.
How's this offensive line? I feel like that's the area we always talk about. Like, you feel like they're protecting Rivers okay? And are they establishing the run when they want to?
Yeah, they paid a lot of money for Russell, but they're getting value in return right now. I think he's kind of solidified what they want to do up front when you watch him play as a left tackle. He's a legit left tackle in this league, and I think you're seeing that. I think they've given up just 15 sacks. I believe that's the fewest in the NFL right now. And Rivers looks, very comfortable in the pocket, hasn't had a lot of pressure in his face. And when you give a guy like Rivers 3-4 seconds, he's going to find somebody. That's what's going to happen. And so he's been connecting a lot because he's really comfortable in the pocket. They've done a great job in pass pro. Now, in the run game, I think they could be more efficient. Mm-hmm. They're probably in the bottom third in terms of yards per rush.
Wow.
So they have to do a better job of really creating some running lanes for Melvin and Austin. But they've been able to run enough to keep defenses honest.
I got you. Okay. When teams have had success shutting down the Chargers offense, what have they done?
I think they've been able to get a little bit of pressure on Rivers, and they've been able to stop the run. And so if you're able to stop the run early and get them into second and long, third and long situations, I think teams have been able to get off the field. And that's why they've been successful these last 4 games. They've been really good on first down. And so because they've been able to create some chunk plays on first down, that's allowed them to extend drives and ultimately score points. So I think stopping the run on first down against this team is going to be critical. You got to be able to do that. And if you're able to get them in second and third long situations and get some pressure up the middle, Chris Jones, it might be a crucial player, then, you can get off the field.
Looking at the Chargers defense, we all know how good Ingram and Bosa are. I think it's the best edge rushing tandem in the division. What else do the Chargers have on defense that fans need to keep an eye on, man?
Well, I think the one guy that's been critical to their success in the second half of the season has been the return of Denzel Perryman.
Right. With
Perryman out, they were giving up a league worst 135 rushing yards a game.
Right. Since
Perryman returned off the ankle surgery, I think, which is after the bye against Jacksonville, they're giving up about 110 rushing yards a game, which is right in the middle of the league. It's not great, but it's not awful. And so because they're able to keep teams from just gashing them in the run game and get to again more second and long, third and long situations, now you can unleash Bosa and Ingram and have them have the kind of effect that they want in terms of pass rush. So that's been one key. And then also Adrian Phillips, they're playing a lot of dime when teams go 3 wide.
Yeah.
So you're going to see Adrian Phillip as their will linebacker. He's like 5'11", 210 pounds, but he's been okay against the run. He's been holding up. So watch when they go dime, 3 wide. Against 3 wide receiver sets, they're giving up about 5 yards per play, which is number 5 in the league right now. So they're doing a good job against 3 wide receiver sets. I think the Chiefs run 3 receiver sets. I think they're about 16th in the league in terms of their plays.
Yep.
But they're averaging like 8.3 yards per pass play in 3 wide. So that's a personnel grouping. I think it's called Zebra and West Coast personnel. It's been a while since I covered a West Coast team.
No, you got it. That's right.
When they go 3 receiver, that's when they create explosive plays. So I think that'll be an interesting match to see when they go 3 wide and the Chargers are in their dime, if they're able to stop and contain explosive plays with that personnel grouping.
Interesting. Okay. And then in the secondary, Casey Hayward's obviously a very good player. Anybody else back there that anybody else I need to know about?
Who's not getting a lot of shine is Jaleel. He's leading the team in tackles right now, and again, he's the guy that's playing up at the line of scrimmage and making a lot of tackles in the run game. He just is not getting any interceptions. He doesn't have any picks. He's got hands of stone. Trey's actually got 4 picks and has done a decent job as their deep safety, kind of the Earl Thomas role in that defense. But I think Jaleel has been a very consistent player for them. And he's had trouble staying healthy too.
Yeah.
So I think that's another guy that maybe isn't getting as much shine as he should. Obviously, Casey, though, kind of sets the tone because of his ball skills. I kind of compare him to Sherman. I mean, he's got ball skills like Richard. I don't think he anticipates as well as Richard does, and maybe doesn't plaster as well as Richard, but his ball skills are legit.
Wow. Okay. When teams have success getting after the Chargers on defense, what do?
Well, I think they run the football. I mean, you saw it the first time that these two teams matched up. I mean, Kareem killed him. I mean, they got like 167 yards or something. Had that long run at the end to kind of seal it. And it looks like he had a pretty good game last week against Oakland. So I think teams, when they can effectively run the football and kind of get this defense on their heels, and then grind out clock, kind of keep the ball away from the Chargers offense, I think they've been effective. The Eagles early on ran the football pretty effectively against them, and they weren't able to do anything against LeGarrette Blount. Jacksonville ran the football okay, with Fournette. I think teams that can pound it can kind of wear down that defense a little bit. Edge rushers don't want to play run defense.
I got you.
They want to get at the passer, so make Bosa and Ingram make tackles in the run game.
I got you. Okay. I also know. I remember last time they played them. I felt like you could throw a little bit on the linebackers and second level.
Yep.
Is there a chance this could be a Kelce game?
Yeah, I think Kelce is a guy that you want to watch, and how they match up with Kelce. Are they going to put a safety on him like Jaleel or Adrian? Obviously, that's a mismatch for Kelce. But if you put Denzel on him, that's a mismatch too.
Yeah.
I think you got to double Kelce and make somebody else beat you, whether it's Tyreek or maybe play one less guy in the box. But yeah, I do think that's a matchup to watch because I do think they struggle at the intermediate level in terms of covering either Kelce or covering the back out of the backfield.
I got you. Okay. All right, man. Give me your prediction, man. I'll let you get out of here.
Wow. Yeah, I even thought about this. They haven't won since 2013, I think, against the Chiefs. I think it's a 7-game stretch where the Chiefs have kind of owned them.
Yeah.
The last time they beat the Chiefs was, I think, in San Diego, and it was to clinch the playoffs that year to get in. That weird game where Suck Up missed a field goal, and they got to overtime. So I'm going to go Chargers to break the string. It seems like it'd be a high-scoring game, but I'm going to say low-scoring. I'm going to say 20-17 Chargers.
All right. As always, man, we appreciate having you on. Can you tell my readers how to find you?
Yep, you can hit me up on Twitter at Eric_D_Williams. I like the underscores. Or you can check out my work at the ESPN NFL Nation Charger blog, and I appreciate that.
Highly recommend this, man, folks. Give them your clicks, give them your follows. All right, man, I appreciate you. Be safe coming in. Enjoy some Kansas City barbecue, man. I'll see you on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I'm probably just going to go straight to Arthur Bryant's when I get off.
My man, great choice. Great choice. Get that sweet heat barbecue sauce. There you go. All right, brother, take it easy. Be safe.
Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, see you, man.
All right, man.
Yep.
Okay, so good stuff there from Eric. Here is the A-Team Roundtable. Let's go.
Hey, guys. How's it going? It's Terez Paylor, Chief Beat Writer with the Kansas City Star, and I'm here with mis amigos, the A-Team. It is Blair Kirkhoff.
Hello.
Vahe Gregorian.
You had some time to work on that one.
I did.
It's glad to be here. Glad to be with you, amigo.
Yeah.
Birthday mate.
And that's right, yeah. We were both born on January 28th, by the way. And
How about that?
Some years apart.
I mean,
the alpha dog at 18, the man who's led the A-Team in shots for 5 years running, and points,
Yeah. And points.
not assists.
not field goal percentage.
5-time All-Star, though. 5-time All-Star.
In a 21-year career.
Well,
But 5 times.
5-time straight All-Star. Going for his 5th All-Star bid this year, it is Sam Mellinger.
Terez, you want to tell the people why we're doing this at 2:30 and not 2?
Yeah.
Hollywood?
I would love to. Well, for one, I'm responsible for the audio of this thing, which means that I need to locate this at all times because it does not sound correct. Because I don't know if you noticed, the people like to complain that the audio's not right. And by the way, I figured you guys would understand that and also know that y'all can't do this show without Bobby Brown. They can't do this show without Bobby. You know, it is what it is. We're gonna do it right. That wasn't completely ruined, even though you knew it was coming. I just really wanted to.
Really strong.
I wanted to summon my inner diva. Just for the record, I lead this team in assists, by the way. So there's no like, I'm not a pass first point guard. Okay, I'm not a shoot first point guard. I pass first. So,
Okay.
We gotta.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
Thank
A
you,
couple
Bobby.
things in the works
Right.
this very week because of that.
Right, and I'm not out here getting my shots up. I want to make sure everybody on the team touches the ball, they get their shots up. Right, that's what matters to me. And these people probably don't care about this. Look, the Chargers are coming into town. It's a pretty big game on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a short week, which is the bane of my existence. Hate short weeks because I got to crunch all my preparation into one less day than I should. But anyway, the whole nation will have its eyes on this game. Blair came up with a good idea, a good thought that we can talk about now. Is this game the biggest one in the regular season of Andy Reid's tenure? What do you guys say?
We haven't. You guys will correct me quickly on this, I'm sure, Sam, if I'm not right on this. But we haven't seen it come down to one game with such high stakes, right? I mean, there have been bigger games, if you want to say a win at New England or something of that effect. But as far as consequences for the season directly, I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is it.
I can't think of one, and part of that is that this is the 5th year that he's been in charge here. So this is the most important game of what I think is his most important season here. Because they've made progress, there's no doubt. Like, people that complain about Andy Reid, I get to a certain extent, but he took over a 2-14 disaster. So he's certainly improved things, but they've kind of stagnated. They've hit that like sort of Chiefs plateau, as high as they've been since 1969, right? And this was the year that was supposed to change, and it just this is they need to win this game for that to change. I think.
I enjoy all 1969 references to the Chiefs. It's just said with so much bitterness.
Can I just share a real
Technically,
quick...
it was January 1970. I
Right.
believe.
A real quick voicemail. I don't think I've shared this before, but there was a guy just sort of talking about this exact thing the other day, and he left me a voicemail, and the end of the message was decade after decade after decade. Same thing.
He's not wrong.
Just the resignation he said it with.
That's brutal.
Now, this was before the last game against Oakland. So.
I don't remember, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember a game that was a showdown this late in the season. The winner is in the favorable position, the loser in the less favorable position. So a division game late in the season with the stakes this high. If the Chiefs, the loser of the game's not out of the race. There's still 2 weeks to go.
Sure.
And anything can happen in those 2 games. But the winner clearly has a leg up in the division. And I think, Sam, you're right. It's not just a 7-6 team trying to improve by one game. It's everything that's kind of built toward this year and what this year's been about, how it's unfolded, and failure is. Failure has consequences, I think, for this team and this roster, maybe this coaching staff, in a way that it hasn't in past years.
I think there'd also be some symbolism too, right? In that they would be losing a game at home against a team that they wire-to-wire beat on the road in week 3 or 4, whatever that was. And so that would be as clear a picture as I can imagine of the improvement that one team made since then and the improvement that the other team did not make since then. I will say this, if the Chiefs lose the game, they're in better position than the Chargers would be if they lose the game.
Right.
That's
If
right.
the Chiefs win, it's they would have to lose the next 2. The Chargers would have to win the next 2. Yeah.
Right, to not make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If the Chiefs win and they win one of the last 2, they're in the playoffs.
Yes,
That's
or if the
what-
Chargers lose one of the last 2.
those
The magic number is 1
Right.
at that point.
I agree. I think that Andy's gonna bring out the good players this week. I think Nagy will, and he's shown an ability to beat these division teams when they have to, and I think that's going to continue. I really don't see a reason why they really don't win this game, other than the fact the Chargers. You did mention something interesting. Like you think they might be a better team right now.
I do,
and I know it's a big game. Whenever you do like the pregame, and whenever you watch it early, I'm like Chargers preview. I'm like what? And it's like 700 words. I'm like, oh, I see that my game plan's not needed this week. Okay. Well, but I am curious to know what you saw though. Like, what did you think when you looked at this Chargers team, man?
I thought the thing that stuck out the most is we always talk about Ingram and Bosa, right?
Right, we all
Bosa and Ingram,
Yeah,
and for good reason.
For sure.
Yeah, that is
That's the best edge rushing combo in this division now.
I was just in the division for sure, and I think it's got to be one of the best 5 or 8 or whatever in all of football. Not that we're going to go through them right now, but the other 5 are pretty good too. Like that's what stuck out. Their front 7 can hit. Denzel Perryman was the guy. He was on IR for the first, I think, 7 games or so of the season. That guy can hit. I mean, there's a few plays every game where he just comes out of nowhere and does a water boy impression and just knocks the snot out of somebody. They are strong up front. And, you could say this about a lot of games, but the Chiefs' ability to keep those guys away from Alex and the offensive line, let's be fair, the offensive line has been a lot better the last maybe 3 games or so, especially in pass protection. And then the Chiefs' ability to get after Phil Rivers, because he can sling it and he can hurt you, and they got some weapons. Tyrell Williams is a sprinter. Keenan Allen's one of the best 5 receivers in football. But if you get him off his spot, Phil Rivers is not effective.
That's what they did in Carson.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
That's the Rivers
over and over.
Yeah,
yep.
that's how Terrence Mitchell had 2 picks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In that game. They got him off his spot, and he was looking. Without having looked at all the Chargers games, I got to think that was one of his worst games of the year. And he just got off to such a horrible start in that game because of the pressure.
Yeah.
Put on.
Well, it was to the point, I think, we all 4 of us sit next to each other in the press box. And remember, the Chargers got the ball, and they were down a touchdown. It was 17-10 at that point, I think. And they got the ball. I can't remember how much time was left, but more than enough time to score a touchdown if they were going to have a touchdown drive. And I remember, all 4 of us just felt there was no possible way they were going to get that touchdown, just the way the rest of this game had been going.
Is that when he threw up? Did he take his gloves off and throw them? He made some gesture of futility coming off the field. I mean, not that he hasn't done that before, but
Things have changed.
Yes.
Things have changed
Yes.
for the Chargers, haven't
Yes.
they? And now you look at their season, 7-2 in their last 9 after starting 0-4. And we just talked to Anthony Lynn on a conference call a little while ago. They lost a couple of those games because they missed a kick at the end, right? So 2 of their, not the Chiefs game, but a couple of the other ones because the kicker.
Their first 2.
First 2.
Right.
It was the first 2.
I mean, this team could easily be in the driver's seat in the division race. And I remember at the time, after they went to 0-3 with the loss to the Chiefs and then lost the next weekend, we're just thinking this, the move took its toll, the relocation, the new coach, new staff. The Chargers are just not. It's just not going to happen for the Chargers this year. Why would you think that it could possibly happen for them? You like some of their players, you like some of their guys, but
I kind of like their coach. I kind of like Anthony Lynn.
You kind of like him now for sure. I mean, he held it together.
Yeah.
He held it together after that 0-4, and he's got a good roster though. He definitely has a good roster. He's got weapons on defense and at wide receiver.
I liked him earlier in the season. I was doing the games, and he's another glasses guy. You know what I mean? He did it was one of those games where he always wears the glasses, and he's one of those old football players. He's like a former running back. So they asked him a question about how the game had
This
gone
has to
at
be the screen
halftime.
grab, by the way.
And he was like,
That's the pregame frame right there.
he's like, we got to establish the run. We didn't do a good job of that. It's up to our offensive line to impose their will on the opposing team. She's like, thanks, coach. And he walks away. I'm like, I play for him. I like this guy. It's fun prop.
His voice is opposite your high school coach's voice.
It is opposite my high school coach's voice. Coach
Interesting.
Merchant.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you gotta get your head out of here. He was, too. He's a little short guy. He's shorter than me. And he used to live. He's like when he walked, it's Rich. It's Rich. You gonna get off that block? He was great. We were good my senior year too. he was like any other coach. Like he's like every high school coach you think, except with the high voice. It's good stuff. Yeah, I kind of took us off course a little.
So that's my fault. I couldn't resist. As soon as you did that voice, I always think of coach, your high school coach.
Memories with Therese next week.
Yeah.
But about Coach Lynn, that was the point.
I do like him. I think, and it also says something when a team can bounce back from 1-4 or whatever they were.
Barry Odom situation.
There's a lot. There's a lot to be said about that guy's like mental toughness and the way players
He
still
kept
play
it together.
for him.
He kept it together, and they're. So now, is this a? You said it. Is this the best team in the division? I think talent-wise, it might be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might be. Who has the better?
They're playing the best right now.
Who has the
There's
better
no
quarterback?
question.
Ooh, who would you guys take, Rivers or Smith? What about you? You take Rivers, wouldn't you?
No, I think.
No.
I think I would take Smith. Their stats are very similar for the season right now. I think they both have 23 touchdown passes. They've both thrown for about 3,500 yards. I think Rivers has 7 interceptions. Smith has 5. Rivers, though, last 9 games, been playing really well, and Alex not as much in the last month.
His last 4 games when they've been 4-0, he's thrown for 1,300 and some yards, 8 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
18,
Yeah, he's due.
You know, that is something. I think I would take Alex, but not feel great about it. And the reason I would take Alex is what I was talking about earlier. That if you get Rivers off his spot, even he just turns into mush. And at least Alex can. And he had a couple of really big runs against the Raiders, like straight up the middle when the pocket opened up, and so he can still do that. And the other thing about Rivers too, and obviously no interceptions the last 4 games, but you watch them play. There's a couple times a game where he'll let your D-backs make a play.
Yeah,
like he'll give them a chance.
He's like, hey man, it's up in the air.
Yep.
He's definitely an aggressive
Yep.
passer. I gotta tell you, man, I've watched the Chargers play 5 years now, man, because that's how long I've been on the beat. I've never just been like, yeah, he's that much better than Alex. I don't. Maybe it's just because I'm around Alex every day. I get it, like, and Lord knows he's a great interview, man. Listen, head of the Phil Rivers fan club because he's a great interview and great to like opposing beat writers, but I never watch him and think, wow, the Chiefs need a quarterback like that. Mm-hmm. That's just me, though.
He's lost 7 in a row to the Chiefs.
Is that right?
Yeah, and the other, it's funny. I agree with that. But when Phillip Rivers makes a good throw, I think, yeah, that's Phillip Rivers.
Uh-huh.
And when Alex Smith makes a good throw, I go, wow, look at that.
I didn't know he could do that.
There is some of that.
Yeah.
There is some of that.
And it's totally unfair because he's made so many good throws this year. So many.
Yeah.
We talked about the one on Sunday, the one to Tyreek that got him the first down on 3rd and 16. I just marveled at that throw and getting it over the line.
The one, Tyreek up.
Tyreek had to go up. It was early in the game. That was live drive. I just thought that was just fantastic. And,
a little food for thought, just momentarily sidestepping here, but isn't Alex Smith still the Chiefs team MVP this year at this point?
I don't know who else it will be, though.
It is, in a way, because, who else would it be? But
Chelsea.
I mean, seriously.
I think he's having a Pro Bowl season. In the AFC, who's besides Brady, and Roethlisberger, and Rivers with similar stats? Who's
beyond that, that's the group, isn't it?
This is true, right? That against Oakland, he went over his career high in yardage.
Yeah,
He's going to go over 4,000, isn't he?
I think Rivers is going to make the
He's
Pro
on
Bowl
pace
this
for
year.
4,000.
He may.
He's throwing for 4th most yards in the league. The interceptions are down to 7. He's got 23 touchdowns. I think Rivers is going to make it from the AFC. Roethlisberger hasn't had a great year.
All right, so let me ask you this: does night game at Arrowhead have is that a thing?
I think it is. Like that to me is a huge. If this was a noon game, I might think that the Chargers would win. Like because I believe that home field. Like people hate this, but whatever. I believe home field at Arrowhead is overrated. I think statistically that shows up. I think just like watching them year after year after year, that shows up.
What are you talking about, Sam?
But prime time.
How dare you?
Yeah,
you hate the Chiefs.
How dare I point out that the spread between the Chiefs' home and road winning percentage is lower than the league average. But Arrowhead at night, I think, is a real thing. Like I think Arrowhead at night is a different animal. People get lubed up in the parking lot.
We're Baton Rouge, baby.
And I think it's absolutely different. I did look this up too. That Andy Reid has coached 7 night games at Arrowhead as the Chiefs coach, and they've lost twice. And once was when Jamal had the fumble. The Chiefs turned it over
game.
like 5 or 6 times. And another one, they were both to Denver, and both Denver clearly had the better team. One of those years they went to they won the Super Bowl. It was that team. So they have not lost a primetime game at. Oh, sorry, I had them like corner of my eye. I thought you were putting these on. They have not lost a primetime game without either 6 turnovers or whatever it was, and Jamal Charles having that really terrible, untimely one, or that other team being good enough to win the Super Bowl.
All that said, a little surprised the Chiefs are underdogs in this game.
They started the week as a favorite, I think.
Did they really?
I think they started
down?
the week as a 1-point favorite, and now they're a 1-point dog.
1.5 point.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Okay. I mean,
The Chiefs were favored longer than they should be.
After they started losing.
But maybe this is a little bit quicker than
somebody
it should
said they
be.
were the first team to lose straight up as double-digit favorites in consecutive games in like
Wow.
for whatever it was.
Can't take that away from them.
That's right. They own that.
Hey, so to your point about Arrowhead at night, does that mean automatically we're going to get those, whatever it is, 10,000 seats that were empty the other night? Are they going to be full?
I think it'll be full. Yeah, I mean, I don't like.
Am I
every seat
overestimating?
or
Was it
whatever.
10,000? I mean, it seemed like a lot. Of
It did
empty
seem like a
seats
lot.
last
Yeah,
week.
it did seem like a lot. But I really believe in Arrowhead at night, and maybe even more so on a Saturday night. Sunday people got to go to work the next day, or at least try to go to work the next day.
They have to account for work the next day.
Right. Saturday they don't have that worry.
no, they get to just let it go.
And it's supposed to be a beautiful day Saturday in the afternoon, sunny
Yeah.
and highs in the 50s. So
Nice.
yeah.
3,500 yards, 67% completion percentage, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 104.4 passer rating. That is the second highest in football.
The passer rating.
That would be a career high for Alex Smith to be continuing on that.
Who's first? Is it still
The GOAT.
even after the? Wow.
Yeah, Brady is amazing, but Alex Smith is having a really, really good statistical year.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great year. By the way, Smith has been sacked 33 times. That's more than anybody.
That's a ton.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's more than anybody else that's in the top 8. I mean, so he's taken some punishment and still had a very nice.
Anybody else in the top 8 of passer rating?
Passer rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a lot.
He's having a great season, and I don't know. I think in a lot of ways, sometimes like teams get your stuff on tape and they really kind of jam you up, right? And you try to make some adjustments and you adjust doing the things that you're not so good at, and that's part of the reason I think the offense struggled for a while. But that goes in cycles now. So now we're facing a team that they know how to beat, that they know the personnel. I just think the Chiefs are still a better football team, man. And I think this is an interesting game. And I think in a lot of ways, if they just win it, I think some of the angst from the last month, from November, some of it will go away.
Yeah.
Unless they lose again to
Well,
Miami.
here's the
Christmas
weird
Eve.
thing. The way this season's gone, so you think 5-0 is sure or
That's
something,
happening, isn't it?
then that doesn't happen. Now you'd have to wonder if they win 8-6. What does that assure?
That almost assures a New Year's Christmas Eve loss to Miami at home. That pisses everybody off.
You can't help but
That
brew like
ruins
that,
Their
right?
Christmas.
Because they don't need, right? They just got to beat Denver. They'd have to beat Denver anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So they might not even scheme for the Dolphins. I mean, they might just be getting ready to.
Or they go out for the Dolphins and rest, and maybe Patrick Mahomes plays against the Broncos. If it's they can't change their position in the playoff race,
Yeah.
like they did in Andy's first year, right? Didn't
When Chase Daniel started
Yeah.
against the Chargers.
in
Chargers.
San Diego because they couldn't
Yeah.
change their playoff position that year.
Yeah. Almost won that game.
But what you just said about Alex really intrigues me. If he's having his best year statistically, boy, shouldn't the Chiefs be a playoff team? Man, if you're getting the best year of his, 13-year NFL career,
That says a lot.
Yeah.
you better take advantage of this.
100%, yep.
And it won't be his fault if they don't.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, though. Put it this way, no matter what happens, we're assuming they won't make the Super Bowl. Right? No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Can't
no.
confirm. Yeah.
As evidenced by my
By the reservations that you've made for that weekend?
as evidenced by my
Well, you're
Pro
gonna be
Bowl and Senior Bowl play. Oh, right, that's right. But I won't be preparing for the Super Bowl
Right.
week. I will be in Mobile scouting low-level
Listen,
prospects.
I got to say something though, as the newcomer in
Scouting
town,
the 6th round.
5 years into being here,
I'll be scouting edge rushers.
Yeah.
and
after
corners.
after making plans for October 2014, I just decided from then on, I never, nothing's over till it's over.
That's true.
Nothing was less possible than the Royals taking over October, especially on the last day of September.
I am falling into the exact same trap because in July of 2014, my mom wanted to come visit me in October, and she asked me for dates, and all I did was look at the Chiefs' schedule, not thinking about anything else. And she came and visited, and literally she was here when we were in San Francisco. And then she was gone when we were here, and then she left when we were in San Francisco. Like, it was like, it couldn't have turned out any worse. But I'll tell you this. I'm going to make plans to be on a beach on February 4th. I have not learned my lesson. I have not learned my
Wait a
lesson
minute.
at all.
No, you didn't.
I'm in the process. I haven't done it yet.
Is your
But I
your
will.
button that you're going to push going to have some kind of caveat?
Well,
Some kind of-
Southwest, you can change.
Oh, it's Southwest. Oh, yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
Okay. What about hotel? Like, what?
Well, you can cancel. I'll just be sad.
All
It
right.
won't cost me any
I
money.
should know
I'll
some of your
just-
prepaying if you can get a bargain.
Yeah. Just delay it.
I'll be sad.
Just putting this out there,
Uh-oh.
Kentucky at Missouri the night before the Super Bowl. So can't miss game.
There you go.
Can't miss game. Well,
That everyone's going to miss.
yes.
I can't believe like last week we were talking about like Mahomes, and now it's like we're even like 5% entertaining the possibility of this coming back to screw us. Right?
Well, like, isn't it wild though that everything is on the table from? Well, how about this? 3 games left, and we still don't know. It's possible that Pat Mahomes will start that last game in Denver because the Chiefs can't improve their playoff position, and it's possible they'll start that game because they're not in the playoffs.
They can't get the playoffs.
Yeah, both, like, everything in between.
That's great. That's a great way to put it.
But I think I haven't studied it, but I think they're locked into the 4 seed. That's the only playoff position. I suppose they can get a wild card. I haven't studied it. Maybe they could be, but they can't be better than the 4th seed. It looks like they're not getting up to 3.
Right.
They're going to play if they're in the playoffs. They're definitely playing the first weekend.
Yeah,
They lost the opportunity
Yeah.
to rest
Here against the
weeks
best
ago.
wild card.
Yeah,
The
looks
higher
like-
seeded wild card team.
Somebody who runs the football, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, that's right. The Jaguars, the Ravens,
Titans.
Bills.
The last time a division-winning Chiefs team played a home playoff game was the Ravens, 2010, when Matt Castle had his 27-7 season.
How did that?
I'm sorry, I misspoke. His 27-7 Mirage. the better team won that day.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Castle really did a number on Chiefs fans. Like, I remember a few months, 8 months ago, 7 months ago, whatever, the people were trying to figure out what number Mahomes was going to wear. And I'm like, 5 is out there. No, 5 wasn't. I was like, 7's there. And I'm like, hey, you should take 7. That's a gunslinger number, you know. I'm thinking, there's some pretty cool, like Elway's worn 7. Like, yeah, that's a gunslinger number. And they were like, no, God, no 7. Castle memories. I'm like, so Chiefs fans having like flashbacks.
So
Number 7 playing quarter. I'm like, really?
a couple months ago, when Harrison Butker came out and missed his first kick, I remember like Twitter
Yeah.
being blowing up. As soon as he walked out there, that number I knew he was missing. But he's been good since.
That guy did a number on you guys. Y'all ready to answer some questions?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Lars Fike says, howdy fellas, back from KC. National media is all over the Chargers. Can the KC pass rush get Phillip off his spot? Do we believe in the pass rush?
I'd like to know how healthy Justin Houston is. Justin Houston has had a habit of, to me, looking better on tape when I rewatch the game than he does live.
No.
Like, you see him win a lot, but it just doesn't matter because nobody else is winning. All that said, I think they will be able to do that just based on what we saw on Sunday. And, the Raiders have a big, strong, pretty good, but big offensive line. And Tomba won a few times. Chris Jones was blowing up the pocket. Justin Houston was doing well.
Jarvis Jenkins played well in that game. And Nacho. I like what they're getting from their interior.
Yeah.
Not just the ends,
That's
but the
the key
tackles.
to it. Yep.
For more than they've gotten a while from their interior, which is, I guess, what makes you wonder, right?
Yep.
It's-
Yeah, when you preview games, I mean, that's how you. we got 2 beat writers now.
You'd make a great column.
Ay.
That may or may not have been communicated to the powers that be.
We're here for you, buddy.
E2 Sam.
Huh?
E2 Sam.
Yeah.
All right. Jesse Bates said. Oh, wait.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Jesse Bates says, "Hey Jess, Revis and Peter is going to lock down the pass game now that Revis is getting back into playing form. What do you think of Revis when you saw the tape?"
I thought he was better. I mean, it looked like I thought against the Jets, I thought that he very much looked like a guy that hadn't played in a long time, that had just been kind of working out on his own. And I didn't think he was great against the Raiders, but I thought he was like a solid. He's what they needed. If they can get that version of Darrelle Revis at least the rest of the season. I mean, 3 regular season games, and then whatever may or may not happen in the playoffs. I think that's a win.
Not sure the exact reason Logan didn't play more. I do know his hamstrings bothering him a little bit.
Yeah.
At least it was on Sunday.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, let's talk about Marcus for a minute, if you don't mind.
well, yeah,
So-
that's the next question.
You tend to think he's, as you've outlined already, Therese, and maybe you guys also have, but he's going to be on fire for this game, right?
Yeah.
There's a danger with that it's unhinged Marcus, as opposed to optimal. They actually use this term, optimal arousal. I know it's kind of a funny way to put it.
Do they really?
Yeah, I've heard.
New sponsor.
No, sports psychologists use that term. I heard somebody say it once. James Franklin said it once. James Franklin, when we were both covering Missouri, James Franklin said it once.
Wait, remember?
Yeah. Oh wait, I meant to box you out as usual. But finding that for Marcus is whatever term you want to use.
I'm going to use that one. Optimal
Get-
arousal.
What about you, Sam? You gonna use that one? You like that one?
I don't know what Marcus's optimal arousal would be.
I'm going to look up this term and show you how
But I
validated it is.
I think he'll be terrific, and I think he'll have a personal foul penalty at some point. But I think he'll play really well.
I think he's going to play totally in control. I think you're going to see the best of him.
Yeah.
Best behavior, best just athleticism. I think you're going to see the best of him. I think he feels like, look, he just got embarrassed, and I think he thought he let the team down, and who knows? We don't get to talk to him.
Yeah.
Who knows how he feels? But I think he's going to be on Keenan Allen right? Don't you think?
Who's going to trash talk him a lot?
It's going to get intense. That's kind of why I think there might be a personal foul penalty. But one thing about Marcus too, and I think that, and look, I really like him, so I'm coming from that perspective. But I think that people that don't like Marcus don't see this in him. But he's accountable, and he's
you're right.
when he screws up, he owns it.
He takes pride in that too.
And I forgot which game was it where it's like he made a play at the end and he said that just took me from hella weak to just weak.
Right.
Whatever. I mean he's self-critical and open about it, and I think he's going to be.
It was the Chargers game, wasn't it?
Was it?
No, I think it was the Redskins.
It was a home
the
game.
Redskins game.
Okay, I thought he
because he caused the fumble that Justin Houston
That's
took
right,
in
that's
at the end
right.
of the game. He
Yeah.
did something positive because he had a bad game.
That's right.
That's right.
He gave up a couple
two
TDs,
touchdowns.
2 Ds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That day.
Yep. That's exactly right.
So I do think that he'll be focused, and I think we're going to get that the rest of the way too, as long as they play. I just believe in that.
Jordan Tribe says 18 provides optimal arousal weekly.
Twice a week.
Optimal arousal theory suggests that arousal prompts human behavior.
Yeah, it does.
Arousal theorists hypothesize that each human has a level of arousal
Yeah.
at which he or she generally performs best.
Yeah.
and that the individual strives to maintain that level of arousal in much the same way that the body homeostatically controls its temperature.
I mean, I think
Look,
we're
ask
talking
Mitch
the
Morse
same
about
thing.
this sometime. Mitch Morse and James Franklin. And again, Therese, remember when we were going to cover Missouri and yeah, that's okay.
I think it's an age thing.
I want arousal.
Is there a pill for that? Is that the question?
This help for the. There's things you can do. There's things you can do to reach optimal arousal.
All right.
That's 18.
I'm going to be Sarah Huckabee Sanders here. Your mind must be in the gutter if you're going to say that.
I'm
Okay.
saying, look, that's the thing about getting old. You start losing stuff, right? That's how that goes.
Yep.
But you don't learn that until you get old. I look around, I see these young faces. I mean every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. All right. Don Cipolla says, hey guys, if we lose to the Chargers due to the defense and Peters is back to doing the same, what do you suggest moving forward?
I don't know. Let's let that happen. And then make it.
That'd be a bad deal.
Yeah.
Pretty bad deal,
Not what you want, as they
as
say.
they say.
Jesse Boyd says, right on the heels of the optimal arousal. How's the boy, Sam? Thumbs up.
Oh, good. Thank you for your interest.
Jesse Bates says, thoughts on the promotion of Leon McQuay?
Talked to Leon today, and we'll write about him for tomorrow's paper. You don't get much from Leon.
Nah, man.
He's a happy dude, though.
Oh, he's
Did you
one
catch
of the most laid-back guys I've ever met.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very laid back.
He'll be on
Very
special
chill.
teams.
Yeah.
We'll see how much he plays. The real tough thing is Stephen Terrell having the finger surgery,
Yeah.
coming off of, if you trust Pro Football Focus, he had the highest grade of any Chief last week. Not just defensive player, but Chief.
Did you guys catch Stephen Terrell's tweet on this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was very interesting. In case any of you guys didn't, he says, I wanted to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers. My surgery went well. I knew that this hand injury would make Sunday my last game. And I just wanted to go out on a good note.
Yeah.
Hate to see my season end over something like this, but I know it's all part of God's plan. But interesting that he went into that game understanding that.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Also becoming a quick 18 favorite with some of his accessibility and accountability after games. It's a disappointment to lose him for that reason, too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
No, what?
Good questions.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, we got a season high here watching us here.
Hey, thank you.
At least during the midweek one, we're growing
Tremendous.
our audience.
It's the excellent camera work.
That's a fact.
That's right.
Yeah.
Could be some optimal.
Jordan Tribe says, you guys think Alex Smith can move back into the MVP race with a strong finish? What do we think? We think that's done. Yeah.
Look, if what happens if he finishes with 30 TDs and 5 interceptions? I don't know. Does that and they win out?
Tommy Brady still.
Yeah, I mean,
Brady, right?
there's not like that game on, was that Monday? Now I'm losing my,
It's Thursday, wasn't it? No, maybe it was.
whatever.
Monday.
The,
It was
the Dolphins
Monday. It was
game
Monday.
when he struggled. That doesn't help, but he's still
Monday.
Brady. I guess we'll see.
The
I
best
can't
they
remember if
could
it
be
was Sunday night or Monday night.
It was Monday night. The best they can be is 10-6,
Right.
and the 4th seed. I don't think so. The Steelers are going to finish ahead of them. I think Antonio Brown might end up being at least among AFC players the best, most valuable.
Yeah.
Brendan Downey says, are we going to see more press coverage going forward? Well, I certainly hope so, Brendan.
Co-sign.
You can only watch so many stick routes and curls being completed in front of guys' faces. So, yeah, I think that might be out.
But that was the thing, man. That worked.
Well,
That and the pressure.
if you think Phillip Rivers didn't see that, him and Allen going up top, him and Williams going up top, that's a problem. You play press against the Chargers, they got some guys that can go up top on you now.
They got
They
some
can take you
DBs.
downtown.
Yep.
Okay, so they're gonna hit you in the alley, so they're gonna need some help on the outside. You gotta be careful when you do that. Same question from Matt Brownfield. Will Sutton continue to scheme wrinkles from last week? He should. That's my opinion. TJ Simmons says, is the feeling Marcus will be solid this week? Allen is his son, after all. That's his nemesis, man.
That's a great little feud.
Alan,
Hashtag bomb. It's a great feud. I love it.
It's so simple. It's so simplistic.
Uh-huh.
I really just enjoyed seeing just the hashtag and then bomb. Just like, it took no thought.
It is an underappreciated insult.
Just, hey, you're a bum. Hashtag bum. Like, really? All pro? Like, really? Like, okay. Like, there's a lot of guys. Like, think of all the bad corners Keenan Allen's face. And, like, he picks Marcus to call a quote, hashtag bum. Like, really? Yeah, Marcus is going to be, oh, yeah. TJ Simmons also says, do we think the D-line will play juiced up like they did last week? I don't know, but one player I really enjoy watching, there's some guys I enjoy watching play football because of their enthusiasm. One of them is Tyreek Hill, actually. He plays with such a joy. I think number 2 on that list of players that play with a genuine joy, or at least in the top 5, Raheem Nunez-Roches. Love watching him play football. He is so enthusiastic. Remember, there's times during games where like he does something and we start laughing, or just somebody like he's just like, yeah, he loves to beat on the chest, or he's just like, all right, 2-yard loss. It's like, all right, just somebody. I'm glad.
He's in it.
There were a couple times Sunday we couldn't quite tell who made the play in the pile, and then Chris Jones reliably lets you know also when he's been involved.
These guys have no idea how much I rely on their post-play body language. It's like Chris Jones lets you know. What is he? He likes to do
The giddy up kind of, yeah.
and he does the thing here.
It's a much more fun version of in basketball when they go in and somebody gets a tip and they tip it in the basket and then they run down there.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the much more fun.
Yeah. It wasn't Blair's shot that went. It was me tipping it in, says Sam.
And you get the bonus Chris Jones before the play. You get the Chris Jones with the before.
Yeah.
Do we expect to see more Revis this week? Or was this a bust signing? Well, he played pretty well last week.
How many plays did he get last week? I thought he was in a lot.
That's what I was looking up. It's why that notebook open. He was 56 to 61.
Yeah.
So they were in sub package most of the game.
If anything, I'd expect to be less because they didn't have a guy last week that they'll have this week.
I think the man whose play will be affected by this is Peter's return is T. Mitch.
Yeah.
T. Mitch is the one that's going to...
T. Mitch, who played well, and who picked off Rivers twice the last time they played, is probably going to lose the snaps.
T. Mitch, by the way, looked very comfortable at left corner. That was very interesting.
He did.
Yeah. Nelson had a nice game, too.
He did have a nice game. I love the first play of the game. He had a deflected pass or defended a pass. I just thought...
He wanted to let Crabtree know what kind of day this is about
He
to
was
be.
into it.
I don't know if I've ever seen Steve be that intense. I mean, he was into it on Sunday.
That was a body language blowout, by the way. Chiefs.
That is true.
Like, just as teams, like that was. Whew, there was a big difference.
Kevin Hayes says, "Way to keep the Super Bowl dream alive, fellas." Ha ha ha.
That's right. That's actually a really good point.
That's pretty good. Andrew Ross asks, do you think Kareem can break the big one against the Chargers again? Or does Perryman's presence change that possibility now?
Great question.
Perryman, all juice, by the way. And look, I got some misses on the all juice team, okay? I've missed some guys.
Was it Miami guy? Is that
right?
right?
Yeah, I had that one. That guy's a fire. He hits like a truck, man. That guy's... That's a downhill truck right there, man. I think the offensive line, if they play with that kind of intensity, they kind of got back to their pet outside zone stuff. That's what I've discovered. And they need to play with that kind of ferociousness off the snap and continue climbing to the next level. If they don't do that, Perryman and the rest of those guys will shut them down. And then let's the edge rushers get home, and you don't want them to do that. So.
Listen.
You pointed out, who pointed out correctly that I've adopted the Andy?
I don't know if
I think it was you.
I noted it the other day, but it just seems like it's become part of you.
Or just
Which is
Well, there's a transition because at first it is like a joke about like it's an impersonation, then eventually it just becomes you. Listen,
I need to find out who he got that from. Like, I want to know, like, where he was it Holmgren? I don't know.
The dismissive tree.
We want to know the.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, listen, the Dallas game is the Dallas game.
Yeah. I've just
You know what's interesting is we keep wondering what it's like, how he goes over at home with that stuff. I wonder if he's adopted anything from Tammy.
Maybe. You never
Tammy's
know.
like,
Oh, she's the one that gives him the dismissive? Like, he
don't know.
comes home and she's like, yeah, listen,
listen,
I got dinner, kids are taken care of.
Why don't you have Doris get that to you?
Worry about your football.
I will say, like, we see Andy's wife around a healthy amount sometimes. I feel like she's at every press conference or whatever.
Every post game.
They're like very much like together.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
like,
They are
actually
a
pretty
team.
cool to
They're
see.
an absolute team.
It's really nice to see.
Actually really cool.
And typically, unless some logistical thing gets in the way or we don't see it, has certainly greeted him coming off the field.
Oh, yeah.
Before they get to the press conference.
And like
It's
after
really nice.
I think a couple years when they went in 2015, after they completed the 1-5, the 11-5 thing. I'll never forget, like, after his press conference, like, they kind of like walked out together and he had his arm around her like that. I'm like, oh, you really kind of don't like see Andy kind of like, but that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
you know?
When he
It's
took the
nice.
job, I talked to her on the phone for a pretty long time, 30, 45 minutes or something, and absolutely freaking adored the way that she described their relationship. And I mean, like just a true partnership where, you know, every once in a while, and she says, doesn't do it often, but, you know, read the defense is how she puts it. It's like she'll read the defense and tell Andy, like, you got to go to this. Like, it's a, you know, a choir thing or a game or whatever. Like, screw your football for this next hour and go over here. And it just.
But she'd use
they
the
have-
term read the defense.
Read the defense.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. That's what she
great.
says. Yeah, that is a strong partnership. Like this
That is
business
a partnership, a million percent, man.
can be like really, really difficult. The hours these
Yeah.
guys put in and all that stuff, the stress and all that. But they've been together for what, like 30 years, right?
Jordan Tribe's like legitimately
Longer,
funny.
maybe.
Is he bringing it?
Listen, I would tell you I keep my home life at home. Okay.
That's what I'll tell you.
That's pretty good, man. He's we have a question from Leon McQuay Jr.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. It says, "Will Leon III play any defensive snaps?" #ballhawk. What do we think? I don't know. They have a look. They have that third safety. If Murray practiced though, Murray practiced, but that means Leon would be the next one up. He does have some defensive back chops. I don't know. I would imagine that if Eric Murray doesn't play, Murray's dealing with an ankle. Yeah, maybe he will play.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yep.
This may or may not be the first time, but I believe the A team has been privileged to have parents of players watch before. Mitch Morse's dad said he's a regular A team Facebook Live watcher.
Mr. Morse.
Fantastic.
Mr. Morse.
If he is, he's never issued a comment.
Big Kev.
Big Kev.
Big Kev.
Yeah, Big Kev, the Chiefs players call him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're right, he doesn't issue comments. I think he prefers to just hover. Hi, Kev. Big Kev, if you're watching.
Steve Kastner says, "That's how I roll." I'm not going to read that, Matthew. Okay, that's enough. We're not reading that.
We're going to read it.
That's enough.
Chastised.
We're not going to do that. Okay, team here. All right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look this up.
Sam needs to see.
Yes, Chris Lamar. We watched the roundtable with Andy Reid and some of his old coaches. Yeah, we did see that. It was good to see
It's all right.
Andy in a way we typically don't. Right? Other than Hey, look, I just let's see. Yep, we saw that. Leon McQuay. Oh, why is Apple Wilson? No, I can't answer that. Oh, Mike Phillips says, "Thank you guys for all you do. Really enjoy it every week." Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
We appreciate it. Matthew found that little sequence hilarious. So, yeah, that's good. Do you guys think Kareem Hunt could get Rookie of the Year if he finishes strong?
Yeah, if he finishes strong. Let me say it.
Great
again.
answer, Blair.
Yeah.
I guess Trez disagrees.
You guys obviously didn't see the humor in if he finishes strong. I mean, it's all in the time.
Good stuff, Blair. Good stuff.
I was laughing because David Maple says, "If the Star has a Super Bowl party, is Sam invited? #bum."
That's a better answer.
Yeah.
Rice says, if we lose to the Chargers, at what points does Mahomes start?
If they're in the playoffs.
I agree.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're not going to start against Miami on Christmas Eve.
Paul DeSantis says, why does this team seemingly play better when doubt sets in, or their back is against the wall? You typically find that with teams that have been around the block a few times. Then the time comes where they can't turn it on anymore. Mm-hmm. We're getting to that point. Like, the fact that it took this team 6 weeks to have urgency, I wonder how long this team has this current core has juice left. Like, I think it's time for them to go younger on defense, and we are getting to that point because this is what happens with cores. They stay together long, and you find it takes them longer and longer to turn the light on. Eventually, and I saw this with my 04 Pistons, about just that Pistons championship core. They just can't turn on anymore. That's just how it rolls.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the crux of the whole question about what's coming up in these next couple of weeks because it expedites the whole feeling of that the changing the guard is at hand, right? I mean, if they don't make the playoffs, I would expect pretty big changes. Wouldn't you?
On defense.
On defense particularly.
Not offense.
No,
Offense,
probably
you
right.
need to keep that about as similar to what you got as possible.
There'll be one big change on
Yeah,
offense.
Well,
except for
no,
one.
no, but I mean like around him.
No,
Right,
you're
that's
right.
what I
That's,
mean.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you don't do anything with that.
You know, you don't go. You want to keep that personnel. You want to promote all those guys he's been working with on the scout team. You want to
They're
see,
relatively young.
like, you want to see
So,
what
yeah.
Garrett Dieter has. You want to see what Marcus Kemp. You want to see what these guys have.
But I'm not sure there aren't some changes coming on defense no matter what, right? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's just
Oh,
going to have to be, but it looks
Oh,
different
yeah.
if it's because you're
Oh, yeah.
starting over.
But we've already started to see it at linebacker.
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah.
59 and 57.
59 is fun to watch.
Absolutely fun to watch.
And how about I think we've mentioned this a few times, but Brett Veach was given kind of a turnkey roster in a lot of ways. But if you're looking for signs of whether Brett Veach can do his job or not, finding 59
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
is pretty damn good.
A guy who I feel good about giving him the Derek Johnson keys to the middle of the
I do
defense.
too.
How about this? You won't believe this. Ragland already calls the plays.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
As the Mike linebacker,
Yeah.
he calls. So like Ramik Wilson used to do it too. But like,
Yeah.
he's a Mike linebacker. You got to call it.
Yeah. A guy that was
And-
traded for a 19 fourth-round pick, right?
And I'll tell you this. I bet you if we ever had like the KC Media Good Guy Award, Alex will always win that. But when he's not here anymore, Ragland will be a future winner.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that if we
Good,
ever had to
good
pick
guy to
that.
talk to.
He's always available too. He's in there
He's good.
after games.
Sitting
He's
there
in
at
there.
his, at his cubicle.
He never says no. Like that guy's gonna win some. Good move by the Chiefs there. Okay, we only got a few more guys. Okay. Gerard Sauter says, "Does Sutton send him this week, Sam? Can't let Phyllis sit back there and fling it." I didn't mean to go Steve Spurrier on there. Can't let Phyllis sit back there and fling it.
Yeah, can confirm. Like, I think they should.
All right.
Got to.
Got to.
I mean, I don't know, belabor the point, but if Phil Rivers does his 3 or 5 step drop back, looks, makes a read, throws the ball, that's not what you want. That's going to hurt you.
That's not what you
if
want.
Phil Rivers does his 3 or his 5 and has to move off a spot, and throw the ball on the run or behind the right tackle or whatever, that's what you want. Because that ball's going into the ground or out of bounds or into one of your guys' hands.
Then he's barking at his receivers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
With West back, will he be a bigger part of the offense? He seems to add a lot of juice to this team.
Pretty big part last week.
The blocking on that play.
On his run.
Amazing.
I mean,
Touchdown.
and he dragged the guy the last 3 or 4.
Oh, this is the
whatever,
LDT plowing the guy to the end
Destroyed
zone.
somebody.
Yeah.
and the Fisher reach block, and he got on the inside of a guy who was lined up on the inside of the left guard. To do that as a 300 whatever pound man, that was a hell of a block.
That's one of them impossible blocks that I
he
don't
pulled
think they
off.
should be asking them to do.
Totally
but
agree.
He
But
did
he pulled it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But LDT drove that man straight into the end zone. Somebody else had a really nice block on that play too.
Rob Nassari, who was watching our game, I was watching our post game from the air
Oh, yeah, that was
on Sunday with his son.
mad props.
Wow. Wow.
Says, "Good afternoon. is the O-line officially back on track, or was that a bad Raiders team? And how does the Chargers D-line look against that run?
Was that turned into an Obama? Is that what that was?
That was 44.
Spurrier into Obama.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by Obama. What did you say?
I'm
I
feeling
was
like
just not expecting.
I'm feeling in a very political mood right now.
Are you?
That is a rare use of. That's not one that you throw out there very often.
I have multiple.
I know. We know that.
It's beautiful. It's just
Yeah.
But here's the trick: you don't ask me to do them, right?
We know. We've learned.
Yeah, I'm not a clown. I'm not here to amuse you. Okay. If I choose to amuse you, that's different.
Although you did respond to the request for from Ghostbusters earlier today.
What?
Gozer.
Oh no, but that was funny though. That was different because I was thinking about doing that anyway. So when we were on the same page, the genesis of that one is you guys like to leave me voicemails, and I know within 2 seconds if that's going to be a hateful message. And every once in a while, it'll be somebody who sounds, "Hi, Therese, blah, blah, blah." And I'm saying, "Oh, okay." And then they turn into Gozer from Ghostbusters, Gozer the Gozerian. So it's "Hi, Therese, I just wanted to say, I hate Marcus Peters." Do you stand for the anthem? Do you stand for the anthem? I'm no. Then we have it is go. He's crying. He's crying. Everybody.
Oh my God!
It is. It's Gozer. The clouds all form when I get I click play and I'm and I hear the Ghostbusters music.
Oh man! Hello, Therese.
The next time someone asks you if you stand for the anthem, you say yes.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, we have more questions. Come on, guys. I thought we were done.
Oh my!
We did that. We did that little segment for a long time, homeboy. Let's see. Why were we trying to get Kenny Britt? Maybe because they feel appropriately they're one injury away from not having a guy at X receiver. I get it. Okay. 59 is a beast. Bradley Reese asks, "Is this the last year for Tomba?"
What's the contract? I forgot. They can get out of. They save some cash at this point, or are they still screwed?
No, they can get out of it.
Yeah, I think
That's it. I say yes.
they're going to get
I
out.
can't imagine it's not.
The first moment possible, Brett Veach is going to get out of that contract.
Yeah.
It was really important to me to find a place where I knew I would be able to play.
Yeah, I think Brett Veach has a countdown on his desk of the moment he can get out of that contract.
Therese,
Keep an eye on Atlanta.
Yeah,
I know you don't take requests, but this reminds me of something I really would like you to do sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to construct a conversation among Chiefs linebackers, Derek Johnson, Tom Bahali, D. Ford, and Justin Houston.
what the hell are you doing, man?
Hey, man.
And then each of them responding in kind to the other. You can do that.
I could do that.
Yeah.
That could be fun. All right.
People might appreciate that as a Christmas present.
It might. I was going to suggest something that I'm absolutely not going to suggest because I absolutely know I would be told to do it due to the current climate.
Yes. Do not do it. Done.
Glad we nipped that in the bud.
Thank you, Jordan Tribe. Honorary A-team member. This guy makes jokes,
Jordan.
pushes the conversation forward. predictions. He says it. Predictions. I like this guy.
Is he saying he's done?
He's like,
He's saying he's done?
predictions? Like, yes.
Right.
Give us the predictions. Let's go.
Producer Jordan.
He is a producer.
It's like me wrapping it up. Come
By
on,
the
guys.
way, multiple people asked to be the A-team intern. They want to do it.
What a time to be alive.
They want it. They want the A-team internship.
I think maybe some interviews at the 7th Street Casino
Oh.
next week, perhaps.
You know what? We're gonna run it up the flagpole. Let's do the predictions. Let's start.
Chiefs win. Close one. 24-23.
Same boat. I'd say 27-24. We will not remember these numbers unless one of us gets it right. And
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
make sure everybody knows. Yeah.
Chiefs. I think I've heard you
I'm
express
thinking
Chiefs.
Chiefs 23-20.
Chargers, 24-21.
Boom.
Can never be easy for this.
The
to be
reversal.
out. When's your game plan story coming out? Best part of my week right here, man. All right. I mean that too. That's it. We appreciate you guys watching. Thank you all of you who watch. We appreciate it. Now do me a favor. If you hung in there, I went in an overdrive on the impressions today to try to entertain and inform.
Goes.
So yeah, I know. Gozer the Gozerian. Were you a Ghostbusters guy?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not as much probably as you, but I
Right.
probably watched it 5 times
Huh.
as a kid.
How many times did you watch?
Probably 30.
Oh yeah, 50.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those 10 movies that if I see it when I'm scrolling and it's there, it's like,
I know. And you know the
Shawshank.
lines and everything, right?
Shawshank.
You
That's
can't,
one
you
of
can't pass
for-
by Shawshank.
Yeah, I'm Ghostbusters. Yeah. I'm not 50, but yeah.
Okay. The whole point is, if you appreciate the effort we put into giving you a good show, please go to iTunes.
Sorry. The point is not to talk about how many times we've seen Ghostbusters. The point is, please rate, review us. Sorry. That was great.
Actually, no, we're just going to do Ghostbusters now. So we're just going to do Ghostbusters now in defiance of your joke. How about that? We're going to do Ghostbusters because I want to do Ghostbusters. How about that? I haven't seen this number decrease yet. So as long as this number is where it is, I'm going to talk Ghostbusters. So, Ray Stantz. Who's Ray Stantz of this group? The heart of the Ghostbusters.
you mean the guy who slides down the
I'm definitely not.
when they're trying to make the trying to bargain on the firehouse and he comes sliding down and says, "This place is great." Dan Aykroyd's role.
Yeah.
Who? Wow. Okay.
It's not, no. I'm clearly Winston, okay? Like, let's not even, like, when you guys have your
You don't
18,
have to be.
when you guys have your 18 cover, like, I'm not on the cover, it's like you three, I'm a Ghostbuster, but I'm not a Ghostbuster, right?
You're better off being Ray Parker. You're better off be Ray Parker Jr. Instead, Ray Parker Jr.'s got a better role than Winston just
No,
because of the song.
Well, look, all I know, okay, is that in this little group here, I'm Winston. So, now, who's the sarcastic, snarky one?
Huh.
Nobody here.
No,
We have to import one.
So it's down to Venkman.
Venkman.
I just love Bill Murray so much. I want to be Venkman, but I don't know if I really fit. I don't know if I really fit the role.
I don't know.
Blair's kind of Harold Ramis here, I think. Kind of sophisticated, brings a little dignity to the group.
You think so?
Blair would be the only one who would tell us not to cross the streams. He
Yeah.
wouldn't. The other guys would just blow it off.
And he might even say it before it's too late.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Does this make Todd Lewis Tully?
Todd? How?
It just is the fifth Ghostbuster.
God, I'm forgetting that role.
All right, this is ridiculous. I can't believe this number's still where it's at. So I'm just gonna quit. I'm quitting while we're ahead. I can't believe this number. Okay, the screen was stuck. It did go down. It plummeted. It was done. They were like, we had it. We didn't check in for Ghostbusters talk. But too bad. This is staying on the podcast. All right. iTunes, rate and review us, Sports Beat KC. You don't just get to go click on the little star. And I saw whichever one of you gave us 4. Okay? Like, I saw you. One thing I don't know. When I'm telling you to go rate and review us, I'm not telling you to give us 4. I'm telling you to give us 5. Okay? I saw one of y'all did that. Don't do that.
And create another Apple account in which you give us 5 on that one
Right.
too.
Like, what are you doing? and don't do the lazy thing where you just give us the 5 and no. Sit there and take 5 seconds to write something. Okay? Hey, these guys inform and entertain us. It's great. Not that hard. We'd appreciate it. Also, probably should download the Red Zone app and read our Chiefs content that way. Right?
Multiple game plans.
There's right?
It's a cleaner experience.
Sam, the real people's champ. Looking out for the folks. Stone Cold Sam Mellinger. You
Just
don't
trying.
Yeah, probably don't. Yeah, so, okay. We're getting into firing territory. So thank you. We appreciate you guys. Had a good time today. Had a lot of fun. We'll catch you Muller around set. We've talked Phillip Rivers. We've talked Chiefs. We've talked Arousal. We've talked Ghostbusters. What else? I mean, what else? The Final Frontier. All right. Thank you. See you. We're out of here. We got this.
Woo, baby.
That's a show.